Hi, and welcome to the Practically Minimal blog, where we share tips, advice, and inspiration on all things minimal and mindful. If we haven't met yet, I'm Shauna, and I'm the founder of Practically Minimal. So today, you're getting me in all the realness. I was actually about to write today's blog post. So the topic for this week is tips for maintaining a minimalish workspace. So some of you might know, but I am also a freelance writer. So I do a lot of writing for clients as well. And I've been working on some client projects. So I've kind of like written out for the day. So I decided just to hop on here, no makeup as I am, and just talk this one through instead of writing this post. So welcome to this vlog episode, this solo vlog episode, the first one I've done. So I've got my outline here. I'm just going to run through a few tips that I have for you if you're looking to kind of maintain the work that you've done in your workspace. So I'm calling it a minimalish workspace, but you could really replace the word minimalish with something like organized, or even just a clean or a clutter-free workspace. If you've gone to Especially if you've gone to all of the work of decluttering your space, you don't want it to kind of creep back to what it was before and erase all of that hard work that you've done. So when it comes to decluttering a workspace, or really any space in your home, maintaining is a really key factor. So just a little background. I started, you maybe know my story, but I started out sort of in the opposite direction. I had tons and tons of stuff. I had a bit of an issue with shopping as well. So had accumulated a lot of things over a lot of years. And my workspace was an absolute nightmare. So whether I worked in corporate and had kind of my own workspace there, I've also spent many years working from home, and my office was the kind that you would just need to just close the door on because it was too far gone. I had piles of paper everywhere, just all of those little knick-knack things, office supplies, like you think you were in a pop-up Staples store, just way too much stuff. So I've come a really long way with that. I went through the pain of doing a major declutter, and I've actually done more than one of those over the last 5 years. So I am in a space of maintenance, and it's not always it's simple, but it's not always easy. It's one of those things that we have to keep consistent with, otherwise it can really get out of control. So I do have a few tips to hopefully help you out. I can share what's worked for me over the last few years within my workspace. So the first thing I would say is to make sure that after you've decluttered, and or actually not even after you've decluttered, even while you're in the process, set up a few simple systems that you can start using right away, so that you can kind of like keep that clutter down, and you know how to manage things as they're coming into your workspace. So for example, like paper is one thing that we just will never totally get away from. So whether it's incoming mail, maybe you have like incoming documents for your household or for your work coming into your workspace, have a system set up for that. So like I have a 3 divider folder kind of folder holder. And I have one space for files, incoming files. The next space underneath that is for things that I need to take action on. So if I get a bill in the mail, I open it up. I'm not going to take the time to pay it right now. I'm going to do that later. That goes in the second part of the holder. And then after I've paid the bill, if I'm going to file it, for example, but I'm not going to do that right away, I put that in kind of the lower part of the holder. So hopefully that makes sense. So just like a super simple system for how to kind of sort that paper as it comes in, and just kind of like being realistic about it, that we're not going to necessarily jump up and, pay every bill the second it comes in and then file it properly. So just kind of a placeholder for when you can actually get to those kinds of tasks. And then also just in general, making sure that you have a home for everything in your office. So like an actual place to put everything where it belongs. Labels are awesome. I've added labels to all of my office supplies and where I put them. And this is also really helpful if you're not the only one using your office, so that the other people in your household or in your workspace know, kind of like where things belong as well. Whether or not they'll put them there for sure, I can't say, but at least, it's clear where things do belong. So it makes it a little bit easier, to keep things put away. I would say as well, like habits and routines. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. So it's not a big elaborate maintenance plan. It's really just building kind of those habits so that you don't end up in, a clutter, paper pile up, digital clutter kind of situation like you were in before. So with the physical stuff, like making sure that, if you have, you're working with something, maybe a stapler, I don't know, something like that, a calculator. I don't use calculators anymore. Some kind of office supplies that you don't use all the time, rather than just like when you're done with it, don't just like put it down on your desk, actually go and put it away where it belongs. So don't put it down, put it away. And then also, especially this is important with like digital files as well. So if you're downloading something new, actually take a second and put it into the proper folder so that you don't have a whole bunch of things sitting in a downloads folder, so that you don't end up with a whole bunch of things parked on your desktop. So like I know we're all super busy in our work, but it takes an extra 5-10 seconds, as long as you have like your digital system in place. So there is an actual folder where it would belong. Then put things in the right spots right away. So that's like a really, really important and an impactful habit that you can build within your workspace. Another one that I love, and I'm not always great at it. I don't achieve this 100% of the time, I'll be completely honest, but put away anything that you're not working on. So you like to stay focused on, the task that you're on, and not to have anything out around you, like not files that are, relevant to something else. Put those away. Just have out like what you're actually working on. And the same with all your tabs open on your computer. So, I mean, if you're working on like within a document, for example, close your email, close all of the tabs that aren't relevant to what you're working on at that moment. So that'll help you stay focused and, kind of keep that uncluttered kind of a vibe happening, on a regular basis. Another thing is to wrap up your workspace for the day as well as for the week. So what I mean by that is, at the end of the day, make it a habit to put everything away. So take like the coffee cup that is sitting on your desk, and actually, bring it and put it in the dishwasher, not just like leave it on your desk for the next day. Clear off all of your notebooks, put them away. Anything else that's, kind of that you've been using and that's been sitting on your desk for the day. This just sort of like is a signal that the workday is done, especially if your workspace right now, if you're working from home, if you share kind of a living space and your workspace, if they're virtually in the same room, it is really important to close up shop so that, you don't kind of blend that home and work life, right? So to put the work away, the work's done, save it for tomorrow. Wrapping up for the week, that's another, I call it more of a routine than a habit. If you haven't already, I do have an awesome freebie for this that gives you some really cool ideas. It's called Keeping It Clear, your weekly workspace routine. So you can find that on the website. And so basically it's, taking and scheduling it in your calendar, that's key. even just 30, 25, 30 minutes a week to usually, like most people do it on like a Friday, to wrap up your workspace. So that would be, things like I talked about, kind of that incoming paper and mail. So actually like dealing with everything that's come in for the week. So maybe you're paying the bills, maybe you're filing the files that need to be filed, opening up the mail that that you got 3 days ago and that's in the top of the folder. So, kind of working through that stuff. Also physically, like cleaning off your desk and, taking out the cleaner and spraying it, giving it a wipe down, dusting everything. It really kind of just renews the whole energy in your workspace. So you can kind of get that, better productivity, creative flow, all of that kind of stuff, fewer distractions, more focus, that kind of thing. Also, and some more ideas for that, water the plants, during that 30 minutes. It's all really simple stuff. Digital decluttering, if you are, working on kind of the inbox zero, go through and delete the emails that you don't need for the rest of the week. Also, hit unsubscribe to any emails that have popped up during the week that the email list just isn't serving you anymore. Put anything that did happen to land in your downloads or on your desktop, deal with it, either delete it or file it. If there's no file for it, maybe you need to adjust and create some different folders or subfolders within your digital filing system. So that's the kind of, because things will change, in your workspace, of course. So, we need to take the time to actually like upgrade and make room for those changes as well. Oh, and one thing that's really been on my mind, I've launched just this week actually, something super cool called virtual decluttering parties, which is pretty awesome if you're looking at maintaining a workspace each week. So we have, or I have one that I host every Friday afternoon at noon Mountain Standard Time, and it's called the Friday Work Week Wrap Up. So basically, we get together on Zoom. It's a chance to connect with some other people within the Practically Minimal community. So we get together, we have a quick little chat. Maybe you need to have a quick lunch for the first 15 minutes of the call. We share what we're going to be working on, what we're clearing up, kind of what's going on with us, at work that week, what we're doing on the weekend, just a casual chat. And then we spend the next like 30, 35 minutes actually like wrapping up our workspaces. So doing some of the things that I mentioned, or whatever you need to do to clear up your desk and clean up that digital space for the week. So this is an awesome way to keep yourself accountable to that 30-minute workspace clear up, because it's definitely something that if it's not scheduled and you're not committed to showing up, it's so easy just to skip it, which is totally fine, like to skip it once in a while. But if you're skipping it, every week, then you're going to end up with that big, clutter pile again, or that disorganized workspace that you worked so hard to clear up in the first place. So anyway, if you're interested in that, there's info on the website, virtual decluttering parties, or how to get a hold of me, Shauna at practicallyminimal.com. But anyway, hopefully these tips will help you out. Maybe there's a good takeaway here for you. And I'd love to know, what are some of your tips for maintaining a minimalish workspace, or even a minimalish home in general? I would love to hear about those. And also, are you going to come to one of the workspace decluttering parties? That would be amazing. Let me know in the comments as well. And thank you so much for tuning in to this week's vlog episode. And I'll see you guys in the community. Thanks.